Coming up on Juice and Java, it's a big week here on campus with both Block Party and the Bar Crawl. Plus, our Riley Faye will give you a live look at ESF's tree planting ceremony on South Campus.
And we'll take you to our favorite spot on Mescot Tree, just a 5-minute drive from campus.
All that and more, the Juice and Java Spring Special starts
right now.
Good Saturday morning and welcome into Juice and Java's Spring Special. I'm Nicole Aponte.
And I'm Maddie Stelk. Thanks for starting your morning with us.
As both of us are wrapping up our time here at SU, there's a bar crawl this afternoon to send us and our fellow seniors off into the real world.
Yes, what a great way. I saw hundreds of people there yesterday picking up their shirts.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big event.
Yes, Line Leap is hosting it and it's the summer send-off and there's already been a handful this year. Our Michael Lamort is live from Marshall Street. Michael, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. It is super windy where I am right now. As you see, my hair is going wild. I probably should have wore gel, but wind or not, by 3 p.m. today, these streets, they'll be filled with seniors who are getting ready to kick off their bar crawl, their summer send-off, if you will. Now, if you're looking to attend today's event, you're going to want to come here. I have Eva with me. She's a senior. She's going to attend today's event. You're going to need a bar crawl shirt. Thank you. I'll call you back over in just a minute. But, guys, yeah, you're going to need that shirt. You can pick them up from the Orange Crate from 1:30 to 3 p.m. And again, 3 p.m. is when that bar crawl is going to start. I can't promise you that you're going to be able to pick up your shirt, though, because the event, it's sold out. But nevertheless, let's take a look at what you can expect to see at today's bar crawl. First things first, Fagan's, the Orange Crate, Lucy's, and Harry's, they'll all be waiving admittance fees if you're wearing that shirt, and the bars will turn back into regular bars at 7 p.m. But looking at some of the drink deals that you can get here, $4.50 drinks at Fagan's. That's the beers for Miller Lights. Now I'm hearing that that's usually $7 to $8, so that's a deal that you can't get anywhere else. Now, Eva, if you could come join me here. Eva says, Eva, right? Yeah. Eva says that she will be attending today's event. Walk me through, but before we get into your favorite, what you're most excited for at this bar crawl, what is going through your mind as you're wrapping up the semester here at SU?
I'm definitely sad to be leaving my friends, but excited to be looking forward to my job and like everything past SU.
Yeah, so I'm sure everything has led up to this bar crawl, right? So
yeah.
What's your most excited for as you get into this bar crawl?
I'm definitely excited. I have some friends coming up who haven't been here all semester. There's definitely more juniors doing this one because more of them have turned 21. So excited to actually do it with them and just kind of finish off the year strong.
Of course. So 3 p.m. guys, show up. The bar crawl will be awesome. From outside the Orange Crate, Mike Lamort, CitrusTV News.
But should be a great time later on today. Looking ahead now, tomorrow, Syracuse University's LGBTQ Resource Center will be hosting their 6th in a row Lavender graduation. The event celebrates LGBTQIA+ members in the class of 2024 with an alumni guest speaker and the presentation of lavender cords.
It was formerly known as the Rainbow Banquet, but it's been a tradition since 2003 and it rebranded in 2019. All students who have contributed to SU's LGBTQ community are eligible to be Lavender graduates. It starts tomorrow afternoon at 1 in the Shine Student Center. And SU libraries are helping you study ahead of finals week. Starting Tuesday, Bird Library will have extended hours. The lower level up to the 2nd floor will be open 24 hours a day. There will also be a positivity station on the 1st floor of Bird with some activities to help you relieve some stress.
Oh, well, I know where I'll be during final season, the positivity station. Bird is also starting its Food for Fines program today. The library will be accepting donations of healthy, non-perishable food and hygiene products in exchange for a reduction on library fines. All collected items will go to the Hendricks Chapel Food Pantry.
And ELA testing in New York starts on Tuesday. The State Department of Education says in Syracuse, only 1 in 5 students 3rd through 8th grades scored proficient. Reporter Maura Vaughn explains how the community wants to improve these reading levels.
The start of any successful future begins with a book and the ability to read and write. Now, to Syracuse elementary school students and Onondaga County, the skill of reading may be extremely difficult. The report card grade tells itself. The amount of non-proficient readers versus proficient readers in Syracuse in third grade reading tells the story. This is where the community is stepping in to provide resources, materials, and reinforcement of reading skills.
So we work with kindergarten through third grade, and the volunteer is there to keep that student motivated and supported as they begin as readers. Struggling readers, which is the majority of the students that we're working with, usually find it hard to read. And when we are struggling with something, we don't always want to do it. And so our volunteers come in and keep kids excited about reading.
There's not many resources at the school I teach at. They have like library hands and stuff, but besides the tutors, there really isn't many specialists who come help with certain children. Once a student did way better on a test than they had done the previous test, and I felt like partly due to the work we had done together.
Now, according to the New York State Census, 27.9% of Syracuse residents are living under the poverty line. And of these residents, 37% make up children under the age of 18. Now, it's important that these children have the same access to resources, materials, and books as all children do across the country.
We try to work with the community and see what they like and what they like watching on TV and stuff. I'm like, all right, I can find you, if not that exact thing in the book, something like that in the book, and hopefully get you wanting to read and stuff. Especially spring break, winter break, summer, we do try to get as many kids activities during those days, because we know the kids that are home, especially the poorer kids, they're not going anywhere for spring break and stuff. So we want to have something for them to do, and not only fun, but hopefully get them to pick up some books and read and stuff while learning and having fun here.
Reporting for Juice and Java, this is Maura Vaughn.
Maura, thanks so much. Today is the last day of Earth Week. SU Student Association is working with ESF's Earth Week committee to plant trees on South Campus.
We'll go live now to Riley Fay, who has more on how students can branch out and get involved. Good morning, Riley.
Thanks, Maddie and Nicole. I'm on South Campus this super windy morning where students have already begun planting trees. This morning, I'm joined by the Vice President of the Student Association, Yasmin Nehru's. Thank you, Yasmin, for joining us.
Hi, of course.
Can you tell us why you guys chose planting trees to celebrate Earth Week?
Yeah, so usually ESF does a Saturday of service, and we wanted to collaborate with them to do one on planting trees. It's something a lot of students have said they want to do. It's a great way to fulfill our sustainability goals as they help reduce carbon dioxide in our environment, and it's also just really nice aesthetic on our campus.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about your sustainability goals?
Yeah, so our goal is to be carbon neutral by 2032, I believe. And to reduce single-use plastics on our campus. Those are the two main goals. And so we have a sustainability oversight committee and a sustainability forum that helps us in achieving those goals.
Awesome. How many trees are you guys planning on planting today?
We are planning on planting 53 trees.
And how can more students get involved today?
Yeah, so students can come and join up until 3 o'clock. We're going to be here, and then they can also stop by our sustainability forum or reach out to us via Instagram.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Yasmin. Like she said, students can come by until 3 p.m. today to help plant some trees on South Campus. For Juice and Java, I'm Riley Fay.
Riley, thank you so much. Now, moving beyond the hill, costs are going up for the New York State Fair next season. You'll have to pay $8 for admission and $10 for parking. But children under 12 and senior citizens still get in for free.
Along with ticket sales, vendor sponsorship costs are increasing by 1.5% for the second year in a row. The increases reflect pre-pandemic pricing, but the New York State Fair remains as one of the most affordable state fairs across the country. Ticket costs cover exhibits, activities, and access to nearly 40 concerts. Let's go to this now. A restaurant in Destiny, USA has suddenly closed its locations. In Onondaga County, Rachel's Mediterranean Grill has about dozens of locations in Western New York, 2 of them which are here in our county.
Yeah, the Buffalo-based chain also had a location in Camillus and wanted to renovate the old Friendlies on Erie Boulevard, but this past week there's been talks of Shake Shack possibly opening in that location instead. Now, Nicole, turning to our first weather. It's the spring special, and there is some spring weather happening outside finally this week.
But that wind, did
yes.
you see our reporters
Riley
out there?
and Michael,
the wind is whipping their hair around.
Wind. So I'm hoping that maybe the sun comes out later today, but first we'll go to our weather now. Our Jude Bazerman has more. Jude, what can you tell us?
Well, Maddie, Nicole, it's the first time I can really say this entire semester, but we finally have some good weather. Though it was a little bit windy like we saw with Mike at the bar crawl and Riley out on South Campus. It's going to be 60 degrees right now, and it's going to warm up all the way until about 2 or 3 o'clock, but unfortunately, some rain is going to move into the region around then. And again, it's going to move into the entire central New York region, so not just rain in Syracuse, but all across central, southern, and western New York today. Temperatures are going to be about the same no matter where you go. It's going to be 60 degrees in Syracuse, 58 out in Rochester, 57 down south in Ithaca. And that rain is going to come into the region around, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so just after the show ends. So watch out for that. If you're going to that bar crawl around 3 o'clock, maybe bringing a rain jacket is a good idea because you don't want to get wet while you're having fun on your last bar crawl your senior year. And then looking at our temperature a little bit later on into tonight around 8 o'clock, the rain is going to continue all the way up through around midnight or 1 o'clock with a 50% chance. So it's going to be on and off all night. Make sure to be careful for that. But guys, back to you.
Jude, thanks for those tips. Well, if you're looking for a way to get back to central New York, United Way is collecting personal care items for mothers in need. As our Isabella Galan reports, this drive is going above and beyond to meet the needs of our community.
United Way of Central New York is hosting United for Moms, a Mother's Day drive collecting personal care items for women in need. This collaborative nonprofit organization focuses on serving the needs of the local community. United Way is partnering with COR Development Company, Community Bank, and One Group to host this drive. One of the businesses that is supporting the drive is Casanova Jewelry in Fayetteville.
We're both involved in it along with Community Bank, and we're glad to do it. And it's got great participation so far as this barrel's been emptied many times.
By donating personal care items like deodorant, socks, and more, the support from the community helps ensure that every mother feels valued and supported on Mother's Day and beyond.
Well, sometimes we forget about the little things that are important to our everyday life and that are important to people to give them some quality of life. So a lot of the items that we're collecting here are things that maybe people can't afford, don't think of, or would really like the opportunity to have.
The drive is taking place in these locations from now until May 5th and will be distributed just in time for Mother's Day. Last year, United Way was able to give away 150 bags to mothers in need.
It's a positive type of thing to be involved in instead of some of the things that we hear about today. It gives us a chance to reach out and really do something great for our community and the people in our community that need it.
To donate, you can visit any of the 25 locations located throughout Central New York, one of them being the shops at Town Center. You can also visit unitedwedomore.org for more information. Reporting for CitrusTV News, this is Isabella Galan.
Isabella Galan, thanks so much. Well, last night, University Union brought some big performers to campus.
Yeah, our Riley Underwood was there to cover the big event. Let's take a look.
Usually in the Dome when there's turf, they're playing football or lacrosse, but today that's not the case because just behind this black curtain, Lil Yachty is performing here at Syracuse University for the annual block party event.
But it wasn't just Lil Yachty. He performed with rapper Caribou, DJ ISO-XO, Kizo Touchdown, and SU student group Fiend.
Well, I mean, we kind of just started doing this in our dorm room. It was kind of like peak COVID, so we'd invite everyone in our dorm hall. No one would come. So then when we moved into the cage where we now do our shows, that's kind of the biggest that we performed at. So this is definitely a huge step up, a strange step up, but we're here. So yeah.
I mean, it was surreal. I think just even walking in here when we first all just walked onto the field before getting on stage, then it I think really hit for us. And then just waiting there and waiting, and then it was the fastest 30 minutes of our lives.
Feels like I was one of the people in the crowd that just snuck on stage and just started DJing. It didn't really feel like this is real. Are we supposed to be up here?
The group was especially glad to perform with other mainstream artists like Lil Yachty.
He's one of the guys that's defined high school. So yeah, it's awesome. He's such an incredible artist. And these other artists too, Tizo, Caribou, ISO, it's a great lineup. So to be a part of it's a huge honor.
This was also the first year that University Union allowed non-SU or ESF students to attend the event. Ethan Hale used this to advantage and also brought a non-Syracuse guest.
I wanted to see Lil Canoe perform. I've been a fan for a while. And seeing all the people
Citrus TV.
Riley Underwood, thanks so much for dancing during your story.
We were.
Over here in studio.
Yes.
Well, after the break, we're getting a first-hand look at a student production of Midsummer's.
Plus, Bark in the Park is today, how you and your furry friends can head to the ballpark.
Stay with us.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. Zach Richter alongside Ilana Epstein. And if you're a fan of Shakespeare, we have great news. A student group on campus is putting on a performance for a Midsummer's Night's Dream for a class.
Victoria Lafarge is an actor in the show and is with us now to explain how they've been preparing. Victoria, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So for those who don't know, how is this class run?
So this is like a student collective type class. We make every creative decision together. We literally decided to play together at the start of the course, and it's been built from the ground up by us and our great professor, Professor Sherlin. Our assignments are kind of like vision work, so we relate our creative decisions to the text, and we make meaning from our decisions into like intertextual studies. So, yeah.
So Victoria, what is your role in the show exactly?
I have a couple. So I'm doing publicity, I'm directing a couple scenes, and I'm acting, and I'm also doing projections, and I've like done a couple other decisions too, but a lot of the creative stuff, so yeah.
That sounds amazing. And out of all of that, what has been your favorite part about this show?
I have two. So I really love the community the class has made, and also just the idea of a collective. I'm really interested in education and academia, and I think it's such a unique way to study a text. And it's breaking down the education system into something that's way more accessible and way more interesting and more fun. And it's a great, unique opportunity, so.
In this show, it is all student run, correct? There's no other like outside, professional work, right?
It is a class, so.
It is a class, okay.
Yes, our professor she's like executive directing, but it's pretty much just us, and she just kind of oversees us, and it's really fun.
Well, that's really impressive as students. So what made you want to take this class about Midsummer's Night's Dream and everything? Did you have an interest in it or what?
I had a class with the professor the semester prior. I love her. She's so great. I'm also really interested in Shakespeare. I'm very interested in academia. And it's such a unique and fun opportunity to just be able to put on a play. I feel like there's not a lot of opportunities for people on campus to do theater outside of the theater program and like being a freshman on. So, yeah.
So I used to do theater. I don't anymore, but I love going to see shows. So where and when can people go see this show?
Sunday, May 5th at 7 p.m., Tuesday, May 7th at 8 p.m., and then Wednesday, May 8th at 7 p.m.
And
I
where?
organize that at the Loft and Syracuse stage.
Okay, got it.
That sounds amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Really looking forward to seeing the show. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Well, today is Bark at the Park at the Syracuse Mets game, and dog owners and baseball fans alike are lined up to watch some baseball.
Citrus TV's Matt Lesnick joins us now live at MBT Bank Stadium with all the details. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yep, here at MBT Bank Stadium, where the Syracuse Mets are getting ready to take on the Columbus Clippers. And while they're going to be dogging it out on the field, there's also going to be some dogs in the stands. It's Bark at the Park, meaning fans have the opportunity to bring their dogs into the stadium. Gates open up at 12 o'clock, and dogs have to be in by 12:20, and the first 300 of which receive a Syracuse Mets doggy blanket. However, it's also a good opportunity to show off the other side of it, where the adoption side. So with me here, I have Christy from CMY SPCA and Gaynor as well, who's down here. So Christy, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So talk a little bit about the adoption process and what you guys really do.
So we are the largest animal shelter in central New York. We take in cruelty cases and stray dogs for about 13 different townships. So right now we have 85 dogs, I think, probably the same amount of cats. And to get approved for adoption, you just have to fill out an application. If you own your home, we verify that online. If you rent, we talk to your landlord. If you have other animals at home, we just get a vet reference, and then you can come in and meet and find your forever friend.
And what kind of opportunity does Bark at the Park offer for you guys?
It gets our animals out of their kennels so people can see their true self, because, you know, if they're in the kennel walking through, the dogs are just barking up, jumping at the cages and stuff, so that turns a lot of people off because they're not seeing the dog's true self.
And could you tell us a little bit about this guy here?
Yeah, this is Gator. He's about 1.5 years old. He's a pit bull mix. He was actually abandoned at the emergency animal hospital when he had tested positive for parvo. So we got him the medical care that he needed, and he's all neutered and ready to find his new family.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Christy. Well, yeah, it's going to be an exciting day here, but guys, that's all I have right now, but I'll send it back to you.
Matt, thank you so much. Well, a historic event has once again come to Syracuse as the PHA is currently hosting its 72nd annual horse competition. Citrus TV's Charlie Goldberg is currently at the event at New York State Fairgrounds. Charlie, what can we expect from this year's show?
Thanks, guys. I'm currently at the New York State Fairgrounds Toyota Coliseum for the 72nd annual PHA horse competition. With over 160 different horses competing in an event that has started from Tuesday, there's truly so much to look forward to. Now I'm here with Mark from the president of the Syracuse PHA. Now, Mark, it's an honor to have you here today. Tell me, what goes into a competition like this?
Well, there's horses here from New England, all over New York State. They'll be here early in the morning, usually around 5:30, practicing in the ring, getting ready for the competition that takes place. It started Tuesday and runs through Sunday.
Tell me a little bit about the consequences and rewards that go into this.
So as far as the horse goes, so as far as the actual competition, if they have like a rail down, we call that a major error. A denial at a jump would be, well, obviously when they don't jump the jump, that is a major error. Fall off, obviously you're eliminated. That's our official's job over there, our judge's job, who's sitting across from us. She gets to decide who gets to be first and who is not first.
And with over 160 different horses competing, this is just one of them. This is Primrose, and Prim looks pretty hungry. Look at that. Charlie Goldberg, Citrus TV News.
Okay, Charlie, thanks so much. And still ahead this morning at 11, finals are right around the corner, and some ways you can relax during this stressful time. Plus, we're talking to a VPA professor about the Hendricks Chapel concert series. You're watching the Juice and Java Spring Special. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Juice and Java Spring Special. Mark your calendars. Tomorrow there's a jazz collective returning to the Malmgreen Concert Series at Hendricks Chapel.
We're joined by VPA Associate Professor Ann Laver this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
It is my pleasure.
We're very happy to have you here on Juice and Java this morning. Can you tell us a little bit about this concert series that's going on at Hendricks Chapel?
Absolutely. So the Malmgreen Concert Series has been going on since the early 1990s. And it's named after Esther and Vincent Malmgreen, who gave money to establish a concert series for the enjoyment of the campus community and wider community. So we're able to put on concerts 4 to 5 times a semester, bring in amazing artists to work with our students and to just share the gift of music.
And we were reading up on your background, which sounds incredible. It sounds like your career has taken you far and wide, far beyond even the U.S. Can you tell us a little bit about your experiences?
Sure. So I play the pipe organ, and we have 2 amazing pipe organs on campus, one in Hendricks Chapel behind the red curtain, and the other in the music school in Krause Auditorium. And yeah, I get to teach organ and organ classes, and in my spare time I go around and play concerts all over the world, so that's pretty cool.
What's the best place you've been to?
Oh, the best place? Yes. Oh, I go to Sweden quite often, so I've been enjoying that experience.
You're much cooler than us. Just hearing about all your experiences as a pipe organist is absolutely fantastic. So the name of this jazz collective is it's the Odyssey, right? I'm saying that correctly?
Yes, the Odyssey.
It's
yes,
the Odyssey. Yes,
yes,
we got it.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about the just the name in general? Why is it named that in the first place?
Well, this group has been, they first started in 2006. And it's a group of jazz musicians who were students at Oberlin Conservatory at the time, and they loved jazz music, but they also loved sacred jazz. So theodicy relates to theo and deus, these Latin words connecting to God. So their jazz music is really much influenced from the spiritual realm, and that's why they're such a perfect fit for Hendricks Chapel.
That's fantastic.
That is really
I took Latin in 7th and 8th grade. I like how I still can't pronounce the name of the jazz collective. There you go.
Yes, and all about the title too, Love is the Way, a Freedom Suite. Can you tell us more about what that means as well?
Yeah, sure. So the jazz group, the Theodicy Jazz Collective, won a very prestigious grant to commission a new piece. So the Hendricks Chapel Choir and this group are going to perform that piece for the very first time tomorrow. It's a world premiere, so that's pretty special. And it's a suite, so a collection of pieces in a lot of different contemporary styles. So you have a hip-hop version of This Little Light of Mine, you have a ballad of some African-American spirituals, some work songs, but the main thrust of the whole theme is that love is what unites us, love is what is going to deliver change. And if we focus on that, and also music as a vehicle for focusing on that, then we can be stronger and tackle some of the difficult things that are in front of us.
Oh, I absolutely love that, right?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, and it's just so rich and filled with culture. We're so lucky to have that come to Syracuse
Oh,
tomorrow.
for sure. And any concert in Hendricks Chapel, I've been to a few, the acoustics in there are amazing. Yes. I get chills when there's any kind of instrument, any vocalist. It's just absolutely amazing. But where can students watch this performance?
Well, I hope they will come. Because the best experience is when you come and enjoy music live. I mean, we don't do that as much as we should, but I think in the midst of such a busy time, it's a stressful time, the end of the semester, just come to Hendricks Chapel Sunday at 4. I promise you will be inspired. It's just tremendous music and a beautiful space, and I know it will be worth the hour and 15 minutes that you devote to it.
We're both looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time this morning. It was such a pleasure learning about everything with this jazz collective, so thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, Hendricks Chapel at 4 tomorrow. What a great opportunity for students.
Well, as the school year winds down, final exams are just beginning, starting Thursday, May 2nd, and going until May 7th, students will be studying and prepping for final exams.
And with studying, also, I know Nicole and I know, comes stress and anxiety to succeed. Our Caitlin Campbell shares how students can beat the stress and take on finals.
Whether you're going over flashcards one more time or spending your nights in the library, it's important to recognize how stress affects you and how it can be healthy with the right resources.
How stress is bad stress. I mean, if we have a big, important test or activity or class or something that is meaningful to us, there should be some stress because we should want to perform well and want to do well. Stress and bad stress in somewhat is defined by what choices did it have us feel like we had to make and what situations and positions did it put us in and how did we deal with that? Again, in either a healthy or unhealthy way.
And on campus, students can utilize the Barn Center. Located on the 3rd floor are counseling services. Whether it be to kick the finals jitters or for regular check-ins, the Barn Center staff is ready to help.
Our same-day appointments where if you can schedule either online or over the phone, that you can just meet with a counselor the day of. There's also regularly scheduled appointments. And I think the special things that we got going on, we have pet therapy from Tuesday, April 30th to May 3rd, which I think is natural for this time of year. I think that there's that kind of excitement that everyone's ready to go home, but also everyone is trying to do the best that they can during finals. So balancing out that excitement and anxiety can be really challenging sometimes.
And before going into exams, it's important to step back and take a breath.
Also setting boundaries of, is it okay if I don't get an A in this class? Or what is a grade that I feel doesn't just define me and everything that I've done this semester, but what is a grade where I, feel that I did my best effort and I did.
Forget to breathe. If you can remember to breathe, slow your body down and just remember that in the moment you are safe and you are okay, no matter how much stress you're experiencing.
Be sure to utilize these resources and good luck on finals. Caitlin Campbell, CitrusTV.
Caitlin, thanks so much. Some great tips coming into final season. Well, when we come back, Zach and Ilana have your top stories as we approach this half hour.
Make sure you stay with us.
Welcome back to Juice and Job at 11:30. We want to recap what's topping our headlines at this hour. Bar Crawl is happening coming up this afternoon, beginning at 3 o'clock as Line Leap's Q's summer send-off includes bars such as Orange Crate, Lucy Blues, Harry's, and Fagan's.
Plus, Bark at the Park is happening today at NBT Bank Stadium. You're taking a live look. The Syracuse Mets will be taking on the Columbus Clippers. First pitch is set for 1 o'clock.
But we are now going to turn to the other major news this morning. Police saying a man on Syracuse's west side fatally shot himself. Syracuse police responding to a 911 call last Tuesday night on Gifford Avenue where they found a man with a gunshot wound to the neck. The 911 call was reportedly made by a child who heard his parents arguing when the man was shot. The shooting is still under investigation.
And a deadly shooting happening in Oswego County. The Oswego Police Department late Thursday night responding to an assault complaint on East 10th Street. At the scene, an officer finding 31-year-old Nathan Goodway with a gunshot wound to his torso. Police later determining there was an argument between two people. During the argument, Goodway was shot. 21-year-old Jaiwan Watson fled from the scene before being caught by police. Watson is being charged with murder.
And last night, a fire breaking out at MBT Bank Stadium after the Syracuse Mets game. The team hosted a post-game fireworks show as part of their Friday fireworks series. Things then quickly took a turn in the middle of the show when a fire erupted from a dry bush near the launch site of the fireworks. Luckily, fire crews were on the scene and extinguished the fire within 5 minutes. And American Airlines will be cutting some of their international flights into early next year. The airline is citing Boeing delivery delays as the reason for the cuts.
Boeing says part shortages will prevent it from increasing its production of the planes. The flight changes will take effect the second half of the year into early 2025 and will include reduced international service to destinations such as Athens, Rome, and Dublin.
Well, after the break, we've got your full 5-day forecast with some warmer temperatures on the way.
Plus, we have a look at the traffic on the road this morning. Juice and Java is coming back in just 90 seconds.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Well, looking ahead to tomorrow morning when you wake up, it's going to be around 62 degrees, so around the same temperature that we're seeing right now. The rain's going to stop that we're going to see this afternoon and tonight, but the cloud coverage is going to continue all the way into tomorrow morning and really all the way into Monday. And looking ahead at our 5-day forecast, we really see finally again some warmer temperatures, but at that same time, some rain's going to come into the forecast this week. Tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy in the morning, not too much rain there, but some scattered thunderstorms throughout the rest of the day and the afternoon. Monday might be the best day you're going to have this entire week. 73 degrees with some clouds in the morning, but it's going to clear up in the afternoon. So perfect day to get outside, throw a football around, do anything while you're kind of recovering from the rain that we're seeing this afternoon and tomorrow as well. Tuesday, not a good day to be outside at all. Going to be very warm, very humid, thunderstorms all day. So again, one of those days like today where you're going to have to wear a rain jacket all day. And then Wednesday and Thursday, both going to be partly cloudy. Temperatures in the high 60s, low 70s again. Perfect temperatures just to get outside and enjoy the warm weather after really months of gray and cold. And that's really all the forecast I have for you guys today. I'm going to hand it off to the fantastic Cora Mayer-Costa for her traffic report.
Thank you so much, Jude. I'm Cora Mayer-Costa with your traffic report right now. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, so nothing too crazy today as no one is quite on the rush to go back home for a break or anything. But as we look right now, if you are driving, this will be throughout the week. If you're leaving this week, there will be high wind gusts and rain throughout this week. So it's fair conditions to drive. So just look out, be on the lookout, make sure that your windshield wipers are working and just to ensure a safe drive back home. Now, if you're flying back home, which I know a few of my friends are, I personally will be driving, but if you're taking a flight, definitely there will be no signs of storms, so no delays on that part. And so the wind won't be so crazy up in the air, so it will be great flying conditions. But you might want to watch out if you have a flight next month because some airlines are having delays just because they're replacing Boeing airplane models. Now let's take a look at your live look at the current traffic right now. Nothing too crazy. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. Look at that, not too many cars on I-81 right now. Throughout the week, I-81 northbound and southbound will have limited lanes during the nighttime, so look out for that as construction continues. Now, let me bring back our other weather anchor, Jude, back here, and we're gonna say the weirdest weather that we've seen for our last and final episode here. So it's been really an amazing semester here. I'd say the weirdest weather that I've had was when it snowed. It had that blizzard. I couldn't even see the Hall of Languages from the promenade. It was wild.
I think weirdest weather I've seen, second semester freshman year, and it was -24 with the wind chill factored in. I mean, I had a 9 a.m. class that day, and I put on one of those neck gaiters and just cover my whole face. It was wild, and later in the week, it was like back up to 30 or 40 degrees. So classic example of Syracuse temperature fluctuation.
Bizarre, but it's been an honor to be your weather anchors, all the seniors, and we just can't wait to send you off the right way. Guys.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Welcome back to the Juice and Java Spring Special.
It is definitely spring here in Syracuse. Take a look around us. The cherry blossoms
gorgeous.
are here. We're taking it all in.
We really are right here on Westcott Street. It's just a 2-minute drive-ish from campus, and there's so much to offer here.
We're about to show you our favorite spots here to show you what Westcott brings to the Syracuse area.
Let's go!
Let's go! So, as you may have guessed, as morning anchors, we love our caffeine fix. So the perfect place to go, recess coffee.
Yes, it's a great alternative to Starbucks or Dunkin', which are great too, but it's really nice to come here and support the community and a local business.
And do some homework or study for finals. This is the place to be. So let's show you our coffee orders. Let's go inside.
All right, so we have our orders. Nicole and I actually both got the golden
lemonade. It is one of their spring specials here. Let's take. I like how we said we were gonna get coffee beforehand. We both got lemonade.
We both got lemonade. Just for the spring special, we had to.
We needed it.
We did.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Taste test. Very delicious.
Refreshing. I can taste the turmeric.
The turmeric. We didn't have trouble pronouncing that before. But my sandwich got a panini. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Cheese bowl. Cheese bowl. Cheese bowl.
That looks fantastic.
There's pickles in it too. Okay. Maddie, what did you get?
I got the classic. It's a bacon, egg, and cheese.
That looks delish. That's what looks. Oh, cheese bowl. Cheese bowl. Cheese bowl.
That is.
If you know, one thing about us, we love a good cheese bowl. So we'll see you on the other side. I will devour this. So bye-bye.
So after we devoured our sandwiches, and drank our gold dust lemonade.
Look where we're at. The iconic Westcott Theater. It's beautiful.
Yes, so many famous people have performed here. DaBaby was just here last week. I know a bunch of Syracuse students went.
And maybe these Syracuse students should have their shot performing at the Westcott Theater.
What would our act be?
Like ballet? Did you ever dance ballet?
I did. Wait,
ready? First
not with the
position,
mic.
second, wait, third, fourth, fifth. So for our spring special, we definitely need a centerpiece, and this is the perfect fix. We're in Westcott Florist right now. They have an awesome selection here.
Yes, they really do. These are gorgeous, perfect for spring, and a great way to end our spring special.
And perfect for us.
Yes.
Okay, so we're ending our day here at Yeti Frozen Yogurt. It's right on the corner of Westcott Street. I never had it before. Have you had it before?
I haven't, but I do know that they do waitlist Wednesdays, where on Wednesdays it doesn't matter how much it weighs on the scale, it's for the same price. So we're gonna have to come back on Wednesdays.
We must come back.
Yes. All right, let's give it one more taste.
One more
And then
taste.
we're giving it a rating.
Yeah, I need to
one
hear your
bite.
rating too.
One bite. Everyone knows the rules.
We know.
Speechless.
I'm speechless. I've been rendered speechless from Yeti Frozen Yogurt.
Okay, score out of 10. Here's your mic.
Thank you. I think it would be an 1,000 out of 10. I really enjoy it. What about you?
I second that, and I think this is a very sweet way.
I see what
to
you did
end
there, Maddie.
I did. A very sweet way to end our day on Westcott.
And our time here at Syracuse University.
Yes.
But the Jude and Java Spring Special will be right back in studio.
Well, guys, that looks like so much fun, but we have to talk about the fact that this is your last show. Absolutely crazy, but in honor of that, we want to celebrate and see how much you guys know about Juice and Java. How do you feel about this?
I am so ready. I've posted this before.
I know she's
I
ready.
know the answers. I know the questions that you're asking me, though, so maybe Zach and Maddie have good chances of winning this, too.
I'm confident in us, Zach. I think we can make it.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Well, on my own team.
I don't even just have no idea what the questions are going to be.
Yeah, a lot of these questions are focused on this year specifically. So let's see
okay.
if you guys are
Okay.
paying attention.
Oh,
so
wow.
okay. The first question is, how many musical segments did we feature this year on Juice and Java? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I believe it's 2.
3.
3. All right. Well, Nicole, correct.
I knew it. I knew it because
was
it's
Can you?
yes,
Yeah, can you
it's
list
Matt,
it? Yes.
and then it was,
Oh my God, Matt.
Matt,
my
our very own
gosh.
Matt Salerno on the and set.
and yes, and I remember
That
was
dancing
an
to
iconic
this.
moment.
I can't trust the trustful.
I can't trust the trustful.
I don't
We
think
know
we
it.
hosted that
That was
show.
the scariest
but-
show I've ever directed.
All right. Well, good job, Nicole. The next
Thank you.
question is, can you name 3 members currently working on Juice and Java who were once associate producers? What our EP's favorite, or sorry, that is the third question. Name producers or people working on the show who were formerly APs.
Formerly APs.
Wait, who are working on the show? Who
Who are on air?
Yes. Yes, who are on air. Who were APs.
Who were APs?
Oh,
Um,
Riley.
It was.
Oh
Right?
gosh.
I would say I believe Jude
Wait.
Bazerman was an associate producer. I think that's correct. I also believe that Eli Kernes was an associate producer as well.
Yeah, but isn't it on air?
It's everybody.
Everyone.
everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who were for? Okay, well, yeah, Eli was an associate producer.
Jude Bazerman.
Jude Bazerman. Just anybody who used to be an AP.
This.
More
Yeah.
Vaughn.
Matt Salerno. Matt Salerno used to be an
Salerno.
AP
More
too.
Vaughn.
And actually, our Caitlin Campbell was also an AP.
Caitlin
I forgot about that. That
Oh my
isn't that crazy?
gosh.
That is
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
I think we
All
all get
right.
a point for that.
Well, I think all 3 of you.
I said
Brandon
Riley.
Meyer!
I said
Brandon
Riley.
Meyer! I was right.
I said
Yeah,
Riley.
okay,
Riley.
I think all 3 of you get the point for this one.
Okay, okay.
All right. Well, we have one more question left. What are our EP's favorite pre-tapes from this year?
The EP's favorite pre-tapes?
The EP's favorite
I have a
pre-tapes.
feeling Dorothy's going
and-
to say Tiny
Oh,
House.
I have to read the options, so.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
The cheese pre-tape, the
Oh.
antique store pre-tape.
Ooh.
That was a fun one. The cycling pre-tape or the tiny house pre-tape.
I think Dorothy says Tiny
I think
House.
Tiny
I think
House.
Eli says cycling though, because
Definitely
he's
not.
told us that before.
Yeah, we've had some major
Okay,
lore
major-
getting
Definitely
Major
not the antique store.
conversations.
That was a crazy
Definitely not.
pre-tape.
But I will say,
That was a little dizzy.
I don't know the answer to this one, so.
Really? What's the answer?
I don't know the
What's the
Guys,
answer?
tell us
What
our
is
ears. The antique
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Wow.
Not the tiny house?
Not
Yeah,
the cycling?
Eli
My whole
almost-
The
life.
tiny house was awesome.
I will say Eli did almost fall down the stairs. So that
That's
was
a fantastic
very
video.
funny.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for right now about our trivia for Juice and Java. I don't know who won.
We all win.
Cool.
You all win.
We all
Yeah,
win. Yes.
So coming up after the break, it's our last show. Maddie, Zach, and I's last show here on Citrus TV News. We'll say goodbye to this team and Juice and Java. Stay with us.
Quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
Our producers put together a little video for us seniors. We haven't seen it yet, so let's take a look.
For the Juice and Java Spring Special, we wanted to bring everybody together to give one last goodbye and one last shout out to our graduating seniors. Maddie, Nicole, Zach, Colin, you guys are all the best. You make my job incredibly easy and lots of fun. It's been a pleasure working with you all, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Seniors, congratulations on officially leaving Citrus and Juice and Java now. Thank you so much for starting your morning with me every single Saturday.
JJ seniors, you guys have given so much throughout your time here at Citrus and made Juice and Java really one of the most fun shows to be a part of in our department.
Hi seniors, congratulations on your last ever Juice and Java show. I'm so lucky that I've gotten to learn from you guys over these past few years, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Colin, Maddie, Nicole, Zach, thank you guys so much for everything you've done for us for JJ over the years. I'm super excited to see what you guys get up to in the future, and yeah, huge shout out.
Okay, hey JJ seniors, we just want to thank you so much for all that you do.
You guys are all so talented, and we can't wait to see what you do in the future.
Thank you, Maddie, Nicole, Colin, and Zach for everything you guys have done for Juice and Java and for Citrus as a whole. You guys will not be forgotten, that's for sure.
You guys are amazing, and I am so sad that you guys are all graduating. I'm so excited to see what you all do in the future. You guys are all going to accomplish huge things. I thoroughly enjoy doing Juice and Java with each and every one of you, and I wish you guys the best.
So thank you so much, and congratulations on your last show. You guys are going to be so successful post-grad wherever you end up. And I hope you always come back and always hold a special place in your heart for Citrus.
Hi seniors, I just want to say thank you so much for everything. It has been an absolute pleasure and honor to not only work, but to learn from all of you. You're all so incredibly talented, and you're all going to be going so far in your lives. I can't wait to see what the future holds.
I can't believe I didn't have to make this video. I remember the first show I ever came down to my freshman year, the first week of college, it was Juice and Java, and you four were the faces that I saw and the ones that I looked up to the most, being you were the upperclassmen, you were the ones who knew what you were doing, and you've continued to show that you are my role models for a reason.
You all have made the station into what it is today, and truly have made JJ a family and a pleasure to be a part of. You guys have been amazing to work with. I just love walking into the station every single morning.
Maddie, Nicole, and Zach, it's your last show as anchors. Isn't that awesome, but also slightly just incredibly sad? That's okay. It's okay to cry, Zach. It's okay to let the waterworks out, man.
Zach, Maddie, Nicole, I am so proud of all three of you guys. Congratulations on graduating. An excellent career at CitrusTV. cannot wait to see what all three of you do next. Stay in touch. Hope to see you guys soon.
It's been so cool to watch you guys grow from, you know, your first year, first day on the show to where you are now. Just the incredible on-air work you're doing, you know, off-air, the packages, just the leaders you've become as well. So cool. I won't hold you up for too long. Enjoy this moment. Be proud of yourselves because it's seriously such a huge accomplishment.
And Nicole, just starting off with you, you let me shadow you when I was trying to get reporter cleared, and I know you're a very busy person, but you did know whatever it took just to get me to know the ropes of being a successful reporter and showing me all the editing and etiquette skills and whatever else it took for me to become really where I am today. And I still have a long way to go, but where I am right now.
I really miss, you know, being alongside you on Juice and Java, doing crazy pre-tapes, talking about random things, goofing around.
Maddie, I know we never got to host JJ together, which is very sad, but we had such an amazing experience reporting together. I have learned so much from you as a reporter.
Well, Maddie, it looks like that entire year of being Citrus TV News #1 editor has finally paid off. Look at you 3 years later, being a Juice and Java host and finishing up your time at Citrus TV.
Zach and Nicole, I'm going to be a mess at the end of this video, but I seriously cannot thank you both enough. I love you both so much, and it was such an honor to be able to work with both of you this past year.
When I was news director, you were the one person that would ask the most questions. You were very committed and, you know, wanted to improve and wanted to learn.
What up, Colin? I'm so glad we can meet and become friends. You always make me laugh, put a smile on my face. Such a good dude. I'm gonna miss you back here in Clowntown, buddy.
Colin, you've been the best, the vibes director, as we call it at Z. I cannot imagine anywhere else without you, another show without you.
Hey Zach, Maddie, Nicole, and Colin. I am so proud of the 4 of you guys for graduating. I'm gonna miss you guys so much in the fall. You guys have done amazing things for JJ and myself. So all the love from me and the rest of the JJ team. Peace out.
That was so sweet.
When I say this has truly been such a family and a community here on Juice and Java, it makes getting up at like 8 a.m. every Saturday morning so worth it.
I can't look at Ilana because I'm going to start crying.
Yeah.
But this is where I truly found my love for journalism, the community that I think that we've all built here has truly, if you could see the rest of the studio right now, and it's completely filled. I've been very blessed to work alongside amazing people. Oh, look, you can see everyone here right now. we love you guys so much. I am so happy for what Juice and Java has done for me, but I know it has done for so many people here too. It's been just such a pleasure working alongside all of you for the past 3 years. I grew up on this show with Dorothy Saba. We started our first semester, our fall of our sophomore year, so it's been a really full circle moment for us.
And Zach's been on the show a while as well.
Yeah, so this started, what, first semester sophomore year with REP. Dorothy texting me about with another anchor, Alex Malinowski, saying, who is doing weather this week? And I was like, who is texting me right now? Who is this? Why does she want to know who's on weather? But in all seriousness, like, Dorothy and Eli, you guys have been such a big part of my career here at Citrus and just growing the show. When you look back to see what the show was like our freshman and sophomore year,
it's not the same.
The show has grown so much in the past 4 years.
It really has. And Colin's helped with that too. He's been one of our amazing APs, contributed to so much writing and producing here.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been around for like a year at this point.
Still, that's...
No, but you've made a difference.
Before
still.
Citrus,
really
I didn't have a lot going on, so coming down here and making all these friends and being able to, you know, start on my little journey post-grad has been really great.
You bring all the energy every morning. Like, we're all so exhausted, and you just make it so fun to be here. And I love you guys all so much, and I've learned everything from you, and I'm gonna miss you guys so much.
We're gonna miss you too, Ilana. We love you so much, and I love this station with my whole heart. My best friends. I found my passion here. I know everyone has found their passion here too. So thank you.
We've really grown so much here, and we're going to take these skills far beyond wherever our careers take us. I'm not sure of that yet, but I'm excited to find out. So that's all for Juice and Java this morning.
Check us out online at CitrusTV.com.
And for the last time ever in this studio, I'm Maddie Stelk.
And I'm Nicole Aponte. Have a great day, Syracuse. And thank you so much for everything.
I'm Zach Richter. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you.